Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. A first down throw for Winston. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Finding some room at midfield. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 7-0. Rosas now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Romo here on first down. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, tried to start it out with a bang, but it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Romo. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And out across midfield, down to the 45. Give him 30 yards there. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers. Now Tony Romo on first down. He'll throw underneath for Gurley.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll make it second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Throwing again is Romo. Over the middle, the catch made by Mitchell. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play. This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
From the red zone now, Romo. Escaping the pressure right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Here's Romo now on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Kayvon Webster on the defensive side able to get a hand in.
Quick hands that time to knock that one away. It sure looked like a short touchdown, but able to get a good break on the football and force the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Just beating the play clock. Romo. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Robert Woods, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Zerline good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
Boys, out. Sonny. Boys, out. Boys, out.
Here's a give to Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Ready. Black, 22.
Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
550. Green, triple C. Ready. Blue, ready. Hey, sub. Let's go.
Working out of the gun. Winston. Flushed out right. And eventually take him down here. Great coverage downfield. Dante Fowler in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Winston. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
5 on 50. 5 on 50. Here we go, even.
Off the play fake, Winston. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Hey. 5-0, okay?
They'll run for it with Barkley. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
4th and inches, does he get the first? You bet he does. He knows exactly where he needs to be, and he's going to fight his way forward to get a couple of yards and ensure he keeps the chains moving.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with a football here as we begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
A handoff to Barkley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. the gun. Winston. Eluding the pressure right. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down? Here's Winston. And he's got his man Hilton. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. First trip to the red zone for the Giants. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Ready.
2nd down, Winston. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down.
Ready. Move ready.
Winston. And this is going to be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Rosas puts this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Able to spin free. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a 1st down throw. Romo. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Patriot! Patriot! Hurry up, here we go. Green 39! Green 39! Leopard! Leopard! Black 99 Philly, here we go. Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
Romo now to throw it. He's going to look deep down the field. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Watch him now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit.
Third and long here. It's Romo. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Third and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep is T.Y. Hilton. Taken in at the 11. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Hey, sub. Let's go.
They go play action here on 1st down. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
Steps away to his left. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. It's Barkley on the counter. Strong run, but they get to him just beyond the 40. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Four down. Ready. Blue lady.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Here's a 1st and 10 now after they successfully drew him off sides.
Hey, sub. Let's go. Hey. Boys, hot. Green, triple C. Boys, hot up.
Winston now. His throw incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Hey,
after the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Green, triple C. Ready. Blue lady. Check that. What, like 52 right here. Boys, hot up.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Caught left side by Hilton. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Boys, hot up.
1st down, Winston. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Rosas now to kick this one away. Here's Khalif Raymond to return. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Here we go now. Blue landing. Blue landing.
On 1st and 10, Romo. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out there. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown. And this one, they help force another incompletion.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to the air they go. Romo on 2nd down. And the pressure gets to Romo as he goes down. Dalvin Tomlinson breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now. And this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue landing. Blue landing. Over. Detroit! Gone!
Out of the gun, Romo. He's going to let it go deep from Mitchell. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. So that'll back him up 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
Gun! Detroit! Watching that, Barney!
From the gun, here's Romo. He's going to air one out. He's got a man, complete. He got 29 yards that time. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Romo here on first down, eluding the pressure right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Gerald Everett is tight end, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
2nd and 10. Romo once more. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On first down, Romo. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. Then he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Hey, let's go! Boys, head up!
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. Skirts by him at the 35. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Barkley already showing the ability to transform this giant running game as they come up here on first down.
Let's convert.
Winston now from the 50. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Green, triple C. Hot. Watch for the bounce, hot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. It'll be a pickup of 5. And that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. Jameis to throw it. Able to get away. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Here's Ryan Allen now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now it's Romo. Dancing to his left. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Here's Romo. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Blue landed.
Just beating the play clock. Romo buying time to his left. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know. I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Now Tony Romo on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors they'd have to look at to try and help out, but you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long.
Set! Green 39! Green 39! Gone! 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 Gone!
A shotgun snap for Romo. Dumps it off to Gurley. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it's going to be third down and forever.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90! Gone! 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 Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Detroit! Detroit!
From the gun on third down, Romo. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Ready! Blue 90! Ready to go! Hey, sub! Let's go!
Following the interception, Winston. Flush to his right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even though that one was incomplete, you could see the training that went into that play. He gets out of the pocket, ends up moving to his right. All he's trying to do, though, extend the life of the play. Keep it alive, hoping someone would pop free.
Was able to take a pretty good shot with a deep ball, but incomplete. Play action now. Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. The Giants on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be third and forever.
Ready! Flash! Green, triple C! Green, triple C!
To throw is Winston. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. A huge play that time for the Rams. And even 40 yards.
The well-executed slant routes are based on timing, and that one was hit just right. Ball out of the quarterback's hands quickly, right to the receiver. He catches it on the run, and you saw the end result. Big-time run after catch. They love those rack yards.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Romo. And his throw is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. All right, now Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 2nd and 10, Romo. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Olivier Vernon in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now Romo. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Olivier Vernon in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he's got this down to the 35. They pick up 12. On the play there, and they move the chains. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ready.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Hey, sub. Let's go. Where's that? Let's go.
On third down, Winston. And that is incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
And the kick by Rosas is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And the Rams getting set to go now. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Lucky 56. Detroit.
Now a first down throw. Romo working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. That throw good for 4. It's second down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. All right, now, Lucky 56.
On second down, here's Romo. Now Romo hit, and he loses the football. He had it jarred out, and the Giants have it. It's picked up, and he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
They go play action here on first down, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now here's Winston as his guys will line up and go for the 2-point conversion. Now Winston. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a time. Timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. On 1st and 10, Romo. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Out of the gun. Romo escaping the pressure right. And that one's complete to Gurley. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Give him 30 yards there. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this.
Now, Barney! Detroit! Gun!
Romo here on 1st down. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, here we go. Green, 39! Green, 39! Gun! Check 59, Mike is 59. Detroit!
From the 50, it's Romo. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Gun!
On 1st down, Romo. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Second and 10. Romo once more. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
Lucky 56.
Romo throwing again. Eluding the pressure right. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
319. 319.
Back to the air they go. Romo on second down. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. They got to have 6 here. It's third and goal. One last throw here for Romo. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Giants, it took a few weeks, but they're into the win column now at 1-3. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll try to get to take on the Packers.